This is a steal for the Devils. Tom Fitzgerald continuing to do work into the 4th round using both 4th round picks. Implications here, let's talk about it. Welcome to Devils Digest. We'll be here all summer long. Hopefully you'll be joining us and hit the subscribe button to talk Devils hockey all summer. Free agency on Tuesday. We'll be live for that. Come in, join, leave your comments, opinions, questions as we get into free agency. But first, we got to take care of the draft. So far, Tom Fitzgerald has used every single one of his picks. Used both 2nd round picks. 3rd round pick, Devils didn't have it this year. A 4th round picks as well. He's got 2 of them. He starts it off with Mason Moe, center. Looking at Mason Moe's numbers, not a bad year in the USHL. 43 points, 51 games. Already seems to have the size and, physicality. He's 6'2", 187. He's 18 years old. If he keeps growing into that, he definitely has the size to be an NHL player. And, looking at where he was projected and where he was ranked, Devils kind of got him, right around where they should have, at 90. He's kind of, you see 73 there, 100 there, 101, 96. It kind of, it is where he was supposed to go. So maybe they didn't get a ton, overvalue, but, it's still a value pick. He went where he was projected to go. So when you see something like that, it definitely makes you feel good. But it's a player who, has physicality, likes to stand in front of the net. He's someone who is good in front of the net. And if he keeps developing his size, that'll only get better. So when you look at that, this is, I feel like, a good pick by New Jersey. You got someone where they were projected to go. He does have size. He is a center. You never have enough centers. We learned that last year the hard way. So Mason Moe at 90 overall to New Jersey. Good year in the USHL last year. Bring up the stats one more time. 43 points, 51 games. There's room to grow for him. And hopefully, one day he can make a Devils roster spot. The next one, this one I don't think I was so much expecting. Trenton Bennett at 99. This one was a little bit more off the board. You can go ahead and see ranked a little bit higher. But the Devils wanted to grab a goaltender in this draft, and they do. They go Trenton Bennett. Looking at his stats, has a 900 basically every single season, or 900 or better. Playoffs, 899, but, short sample size. Kind of all these games are short sample sizes. He had 31 games in 2025, 912, but, these are shorter sample sizes. But clearly, if you're going to go ahead and take a goaltender who's off the board, clearly you saw something that you liked. I really wanted Frolov, but, Carolina took him at 41. There's really no chance we were going to get him. It would have been nice. I said earlier that, Yegorov and Frolov in, the future, I think could be a tandem. And I think that'd be a really, really good tandem. Look at Yegorov's year at Boston College last year. It was really, really good. He's definitely trending like he was better than where he was picked. Hopefully you have a similar situation here with Trenton Bennett. Hopefully he can keep developing, because clearly they see something in him. I know I said earlier that, 4th round picks, you're kind of just hoping can make the NHL more of a depth player. If you're going to go off the board, there's a reason for that. So there's a reason why they're taking a 4th round pick on a player who maybe wasn't expected to go that high. Maybe you didn't see as much. Well, clearly Tom Fitzgerald saw something. And, he's still, seeing where his goaltending is right now. Because obviously, last year, they make the trade for Jacob Markstrom. That's why we didn't have a first-round pick this season. But now we're in a spot where we're wondering who's going to be the backup for the Devils next year. I mean, I've seen some people say, obviously, Daws, Allen, those are the guys on the roster right now. Or, I mean, Allen is going to be a free agent. What do you want to do? I've said it before. You don't give $5 million in certain spots. You don't give $5 million to a backup goaltender. And there's rumors that Allen wants a 2-year deal. He's going to be the highest paid goalie on the market this year. Those are the rumors. And he probably is the number one goaltender on the market. But we saw, 2 years ago how dysfunctional the team was when they didn't have a goaltender. It kind of derailed the whole entire season. Allen this year, numbers were pretty good. His wins-loss should have been even better. But, certain games maybe didn't get the help. But he was a huge piece when Jacob Markstrom went down and getting this team into the playoffs. Now, Nico Daws, small sample size this year. Only had 3 starts. So when I look at that and, where Daws is at and what Allen's going to cost, Tom Fitzgerald has a lot of things to do at the backup goaltending position. And I mean, he's already getting started, obviously drafting Yegorov. Now he's drafted Bennett. He's got to keep looking to figure out, who's going to be the goalie. Because you can't just keep trading for goalies, picking them up in free agency and overpaying. That's not going to work. You have to eventually get it right. You have to get it right in the draft. I mean, that's how teams build in the NHL. It's the draft. You have to eventually get it right with the goaltender. And if year 6, they don't feel comfortable enough with Nico Daws playing a backup role, you really wonder, there really doesn't seem to be much of a future. I mean, not a great year in Utica, but Utica's team was pretty bad. Small sample size this year before, maybe not a great situation. So if Nico Daws isn't ready, you don't go $5 million with Allen. I wouldn't go $5 million with Allen for a backup goaltender, but you got to make sure that you have something in place, and they're starting to with drafting. Mason Moe, Trenton Bennett go in the 4th round to New Jersey. New Jersey continuing 5th round picks up next, but Devils, Mason Moe, Trenton Bennett, welcome to New Jersey.